Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly Forex analysis. Let's get going and start off with the DXY. Last week we were expecting the DXY to push back up and create a new higher high, and as you can see the price made a pullback, then took the top out and then engaged in a deeper pullback until it reached this fair value gap. So in the coming week I'm expecting the price to make here a consolidation and create a new higher high. This will be a correction. So if you see here the price ranging, consolidating, then most likely it will push back up. There's another option that if the price will reverse from the current levels without making a consolidation and it suddenly drops, then most likely this pattern will be a complex one and we will spend a lot more time inside this correction before resuming the uptrend. But personally, I'm expecting the price to consolidate and push back up one more time, taking out the previous top, creating a new higher high. Euro USD, last week we were expecting the price to drop to create a new lower low, and as you can see the price only reached the demand area and then it started to push back up. We had a trend line along the way which got broken. So as things stand, I'm expecting the price here to make a small consolidation, potentially dropping one more time before resuming the uptrend, or if it doesn't give any signs of reversal towards the upside, this might continue to drop, eventually taking out this lower low. We don't have divergence on the MACD, so this might be a likely scenario that the price will drop, create this cross on the MACD, also give us divergence and take out this lower low. For pound USD, last week we were expecting the price to drop after this consolidation was over, and as you can see our analysis was spot on. The price moved 183 pips towards the downside, creating a new lower low, and in the coming week I'm expecting the price to continue down. As you can see, we don't have any bullish reaction. I want to see the price breaking this level, the previous lower high, for me to be confident in an up move. So until then I'm expecting the price to correct and drop one more time. We got divergence on the MACD, but that doesn't mean necessarily that the price will stop and it will reverse. So the bigger probability for me is a drop, take out the previous lower low, make another liquidity sweep, and as I was saying, for me to be confident in the buys, I would like to see this level breaking out, pull back, and then reaction towards the upside. Dollar yen, last week we were expecting the price to push back up, create a new top, and as you can see the price moved 180 pips in our direction and then it started to consolidate. As you can see, this is a sideways move here, so I'm expecting the price to either continue this consolidation towards the trend line and then push back up, or we should start again a move up from here, taking out the previous top. But be careful because next week we have US elections on the 5th of November, so the market might be messy, which means that we can see a lot of spikes going up and down. But for me personally, we are in an uptrend and I'm expecting the price to go up. We have to wait and see if from here or if from a lower level. For USDCAD last week, I was expecting the price to slow and steady continue its upward momentum, slowly losing momentum along the way. So as you can see, the price consolidated, push up, then another small consolidation with another higher high, which typically this means that the trend is losing some bullish momentum, and I expect sooner or later a consolidation for this whole wave up that we had here. So I won't be surprised if the price will drop before resuming the uptrend. So keep in mind this option. Maybe with the US elections around the corner, we will see a sharp drop towards the downside before the price will resume the uptrend, because this correction is heavily needed inside this whole swing high. So we need this to form at some point before continuing towards the upside. For pound yen, last week we were expecting the price to push back up. We had two scenarios in play. First scenario developed as expected. The price started to increase and took out the previous top as we wanted to see in the beginning of the week. So the market moved 200 pips in our direction. And the second scenario was that the price will pull back deeper before resuming the uptrend. So as you can see, now we are starting to get this correction that I was expecting on the second scenario. The price had here this top and then started to lose momentum. It went down towards the trend line, collected the liquidity, and now we have to see here if the price will drop from the current level because we are at an important zone. We have a chalk along the way, or if the price action here is corrective, then most likely it will push back up to take out the previous top and create a new higher high. So we have to pay close attention to these two options. Like I was saying, we might find some resistance around this order block and also this fair value gap, but very important to wait for the price action. And if you see here the price ranging, then most likely this will push back up, create a new higher high. For gold, last week we were expecting the price to increase, take out the previous stop, and then enter a consolidation phase. And as you can see, the price moved 600 pips in our direction. So the way things are looking right now, I'm still waiting for the price to drop. We have here this sharp wave down. Don't forget that we are in a big uptrend and this uptrend needs to correct. So I'm expecting here another move towards the downside continuation, and then we'll update you later on. So for me, gold next week has a big chance to continue to go down and become bearish on the bigger time frame, which means that a bigger degree consolidation will occur, which could test out the 2.5k level or even lower than that before resuming the uptrend. Okay, so we have to take it step by step. First step is to take out this low again and head towards the equilibrium area before potentially pushing back up, or if the price action will be corrective, then we'll continue to drop as I was saying earlier. Okay, for silver, we're expecting last week the price to drop again, take out the low again, but as you can see, the price pulled back deeper than expected, and then it went down to take out the previous low, creating a new lower low. And the way things are looking, I'm expecting the price to make a consolidation and potentially drop one more time, and if then we see a bullish reaction, then I'm expecting the price to resume the uptrend. Other than that, the price can drop from here. With gold correcting, I'm expecting silver as well to correct. So let's wait and see what happens next. Personally, on the bigger time frame, we're in an uptrend and I'm expecting that uptrend to continue. But first, we have to see if this correction will become a bit more complex than expected. For US oil, last week I was expecting the price to pull back at the market open and take out the previous high, but instead the market gapped down, as you can see, and now we almost filled this gap. And you can see this bearish reaction, which at the moment isn't encouraging if you're looking for buy setups. So if the price will correct here, I'm expecting another drop, potentially towards the demand. For me to be encouraging an up wave, I would like to see the previous lower high level broken before making a consolidation and resuming the uptrend. This will be my confirmation that I would be expecting. Other than that, I will stay out of any trades, because at the moment this could create a small bear trap here before pushing up. Okay, so I don't want to be stuck in any sells because the direction on the bigger time frame is bullish. For DAX, last week we were expecting the price to drop towards one of these two levels, and I was expecting a bullish reaction from the first one, but we didn't get it. And then as you can see, we got it from the second level. So very important right now, we have to wait for the price action, let the price increase a bit more, and if you see a consolidation, if the price action is ranging, then we'll continue to push back up. If not, if you see this developing into range here, then potentially we'll go down, drop, take out the previous low and engage into a deeper pullback. Okay, so don't forget these two scenarios. I'm not convinced yet where this is gonna go. I know we are in a big uptrend on the bigger time frames, but that uptrend needs to correct as well, so we might get a spike towards the downside, especially with the election around the corner. Like I was saying, it will be a complicated week, at least the first part of the week, the first few days. So best for you guys to stay away and let all that noise run out, and then we'll analyze what's happening on the markets and so on. So like I was saying, if you see here the price ranging, this will drop again, take out the low. If not, let it push back up a bit, pull back, and if you get a bullish reaction, then this will potentially head back up. NASDAQ, similar to DAX, I'm expecting here a deeper consolidation on the daily. We are in a big uptrend, so we might see a correction on Monday, the price pushing back up, creating a bull trap before dropping again. So this might be a nice correction if this happens. Wait for reactions. If not, if you don't see the price ranging and building up a slow momentum towards the upside, then don't think about trading it towards the downside, because this could push back up and break the top, so you don't want to get stuck in a bad trade. Very important. That's why I always state that the price action is so important, because if you get a strong reaction, then it will confirm the direction that you want the price to go. If not, if the price will range, then most likely it will continue in the previous direction, which is towards the downside. It will correct the first impulse. Okay, so keep in mind these two scenarios. Let me do a recap for you. So if you see the price slow and steady building up momentum, but with no big volume on the candles, this might be a consolidation to drop one more time, and personally this might happen. If you look on the daily time frame, you can see we're in a big time frame, the price is at the supply, and this could be a sharp wave down that will occur, collect some liquidity, especially with the elections around the corner. Okay, so my bias is towards the downside short term. Long term, I'm focusing on the upside. Okay, so keep these two scenarios in mind. And last but not least, Bitcoin, our analysis was spot on. We were expecting last week this correction to finish and then the price to push up, take out the psychological level, the $70K area, and as you can see, the price went above our expectations. It nearly tagged the all-time high before dropping into consolidation, so don't freak out. Now we have to pay close attention to this trend line. The price is around the trend line, so if we get here a reaction, the price will push back up. I'm talking about a bullish reaction. If not, if the price is moving sideways, it might drop one more time before resuming the uptrend. So again, two scenarios that you have to pay attention to, but as you know, in the long run, Bitcoin is bullish. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my analysis. I deeply appreciate if you guys hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel. We got a lot of exciting content coming up for you guys. And also, if you have any other requests for any other instruments that you'd like us to cover, head over in the comment section below, leave us your pair and we'll add them to our watch list. Don't forget to trade with care. I wish all of you a happy trading week ahead, and we'll see you guys on the next one.